Hey girlies, it's Tammy. Welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I wanted to do like a full face drugstore get ready with me tutorial because I recently got an email from the Pat McGrath team asking to send me her new blush collection. So I want to do a video on that, but of course, very expensive brand. So to balance out the luxury brand, I wanted to do a drugstore video as well. So yeah, let's just go ahead and get started. For foundation, I'm going to use the Rimmel London Lasting Finish foundation. I absolutely love this foundation. When you guys see the coverage, so this is 500 toffee and you guys can see it's literally like a perfect match, but I feel like I could just use this by itself. I don't know why I thought this was too dark for me, but it's actually like the perfect match unless it dries down darker. But yeah, the coverage of this foundation is absolutely beautiful, but it has like a nice natural skin finish on the face. So I'm gonna go ahead and blend that in. Have I talked about this foundation on my channel already? I can't remember. I did work with them on a TikTok video, but can't remember if I've spoke to you guys about it, but definitely one to look out for in the drugstore if you are looking for a new foundation. It's not a matte finish, it's more of a skin finish type of foundation, so I definitely would touch up throughout the day and recommend setting it if you have oily skin. There's always someone at my door, always. I just got the new Natasha Denona Zendo palette, but it also has the puff paints, which are like the cream and lip cheek stains in there. But anyway, this is a drugstore video, let me put that down. I'm gonna take this concealer from W7. It's called It's a Matte Made in Heaven, and this is in the shade Dark Neutral 8, and this I'm just going to use as a face concealer to conceal any, you know, leftover blemishes, because I don't want to add another layer of foundation. I just want to conceal certain areas. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on to eyeshadow. I'm going to take the Juvia's Place eyeshadow base. I think this is not drugstore, but it's affordable, and I just can't be bothered to get up and get a drugstore one at the moment, but Revolution does also have one that's just like this. So you guys know I've been working really hard to stick to my Wednesday and Sunday upload schedule, but literally my next door neighbor, the house literally right next to me, because sometimes when I talk about my neighbor, you guys think that I'm talking about the person that lives next to me, but I have people obviously that live behind my house, in front of my house, the side of my house, 2 doors down. Everyone's crazy, by the way. But anyway, I say all of this to say my literal next door neighbor has started adding an extension to their house. So like they've got builders, they're tearing out the house, they're doing all of the drilling, the sawing, the building, the hammering, everything. So I'm gonna try my hardest to stick to my Wednesday and Sunday uploads, but if they're not going to be done for the next, I think he said they're planning to finish August, I really don't know how I'm going to be able to film through all of that noise. So just bear with me guys. If I do miss an upload here and there, it's most likely because they just won't stop. For eyeshadow today, I wanted to use this. It's not new, but it is from the drugstore and I haven't used it before. This is the Makeup Obsession LA Dreams palette. I love the color story in here, like the greens, the teals mixed with the berries and the pinks. Really gorgeous. It actually reminds me of a more condensed version of the Morphe. You know that Morphe palette that I tested out that has the pinks and the teals? I think it was like Summer Oasis palette, something like that. Anyway, this color story reminds me a lot of that, but just a smaller version of the palette. So yeah, we're gonna do a look. So when I played with the Morphe palette, I think I did like a berry look with green on the inner corner. So I think I'm gonna flip it and do a green look with one of the pinks on the inner corner. I'm gonna start off with this shade down here, LAX, which is a really dark forest green. So yeah, starting with the dark green, I'm literally gonna place that straight into the outer V and through the crease. So to blend that out, I think I'm gonna go with Surf's Up, which is this shade here, this teal. Don't know if this is gonna be light enough, so what I might have to do is mix it with the shade next to it, this Milkshake, and just dust that on the edge of the green. I like that as a middle shade, but I don't like it as my final shade. Maybe California Summer, this shade up here. Yeah, that's a bit better. That's coming off almost like a white, so it's turning it a pastel. Yeah, that's nice. I like that. So I recently got my mum into watching Handmaid's Tale, because if you don't know, that's like one of my favorite TV shows. If you haven't, just going back in with that dark green, by the way, if you haven't seen it, it's on Amazon Prime here in the UK. It's amazing, like to the point where it is my favorite TV show, apart from Money Heist and Handmaid's Tale, hands down my favorite TV shows. But yeah, I recently got my mum into watching it, and she voice noted me the other day saying, I'm so tired. I haven't slept properly because I can't stop watching it. She's literally binge watching the whole season, 3 seasons. It's so addictive. I'm not gonna put any spoilers or say any spoilers, but definitely watch that. I'm waiting for Money Heist to come back. I think they said July, was it? June or July, that they're gonna bring season 5. Once again, no spoilers, but I can't believe how they did my girl Nairobi. I can cry just thinking about it now. But anyways, I'm gonna stop talking about it because people that haven't seen it are probably like, what are you talking about? It's funny because when I'm watching YouTube videos, for example, and then someone starts talking about, you know, Grey's Anatomy or something that I don't watch, I'm like, please, girl, shut up. I watched them on Amazon as well. It has Bashi in it. Ashley Waters. Is it Waters? If you guys aren't from the UK, Bashi is he was a rapper in the UK, but now he's a big time actor acting in big Amazon TV shows. But that show I was not a fan of. It was very traumatic, very triggering, very unnecessary as well. Like, you know, when you're watching a show and you're like, okay, when are they gonna have their big hurrah? Like, when are they gonna get theirs? Like, when are they gonna be happy? And it just never happened. Especially shows like rooted in racism and stuff like that, you know, when they're based in the 1950s or whatever, and it's really triggering to just hear people talk about black people like that. Anyway, I'm gonna stop going on about it, but yeah guys, I have been loving TV shows. I feel like I love TV shows more than movie. There's a time and a place for each, but I do love a good TV show, especially when it's like edge of your seat, you know, oh my god, what's gonna happen type of TV show. Love it. If you do watch Handmaid's Tale, this is the last I'm gonna say about it, but if you do watch it, let me know what you think about June and Nick's love, because I was talking about this on my Instagram story recently and I'm not buying it. Like, how can she love him? I feel like initially she got with him so that she could have some control of her life, but how could you fall in love with this guy? Like, I don't know. Maybe it's because I hate him, that's why I can't see the love, but yeah, okay, whatever. I am definitely team Luke and June, so yeah. Kind of like in Vampire Diaries, you were either Stefan, what's his name? Stefan and Elena, or you were team Damon and Elena. I was Damon and Elena. Let me know what you were. I feel like Stefan just let her walk all over him, whereas Damon was like, he loved her, but he wasn't no mug. Do you know what I mean? Anyways, I'm going off on some big TV rant, so let's move on. So for shimmer on the lid, I think I'm gonna take my NYX glitter glue and I'm just gonna prime the lids ready for the shimmer. I'm gonna take Palm Trees, which is this green shimmer here, and I'm gonna put that all over the lid. I'm gonna try to do a cut crease without actually cutting the crease because I'm lazy. I'm gonna glide the brush along. You see how I did that? TikTok hack. I am tired of these hacks. Is anyone else tired of these like makeup hacks? Sometimes I feel like they're longer than that, just actually applying the makeup how you normally would. Not gonna lie, some do work, but some it's just like, girl, this is unnecessary. Really gonna intensify that outer V color, make it as dark as possible. I asked this on my Instagram recently, but do you guys think that my eye looks are too complicated or are they easy to follow? I know they're not beginner friendly necessarily, but I hope that I break it down in a way that you could at least try and recreate it if you wanted to. Or would you prefer if I worked on more easy to do like 1 or 2 eyeshadow shade type of looks as well? Because some people will see a look like this and be like, who's wearing that? Like, where am I wearing that type of thing? But some people do also love, like me, wearing eyeshadow like this, and I find that when I wear eyeshadow like this, I get compliments everywhere I go. And, oh my god, I love your eye color, or I love your eyeshadow. Yeah, do you guys want me to do more simple looks on my YouTube videos, or do you like the looks that I do? Because I feel like you can kind of get simple looks everywhere, but looks like this, not everyone does, you know? Okay, so now I'm gonna clean up underneath and any fallout that I got. So for my inner corner, I think I'm gonna take this shade here, and I'm gonna just tap that straight onto my inner corner. Just wanted the inner corner to be something different, you know? You know, it'll all come together once I get lashes on, snatch the face, we'll be good to go. It always looks a bit crazy when it's just the eyes, do you know what I mean? Okay, so what we're gonna do now is finish up the rest of the face. So I'm gonna go in with concealer, and I've pulled out my Revolution Conceal and Define Infinite Concealer in 11.5. I feel like I haven't used this in ages, because whenever I reach for a drugstore concealer, I actually go for the e.l.f. Camo Concealer the most. So yeah, I thought it was time to get myself reacquainted with this concealer. Doesn't look dark on camera, but in real life, like, this is darker than what I usually use underneath my eyes. Yeah, I might need a little dab of something else to brighten it up. So other drugstore concealers that I love, of course, e.l.f. Camo Concealer, but also the Collection Lasting Perfection. I think I'm going to take a little dab of this, and this is in the shade Praline. I'm just going to use this to brighten this up ever so slightly. And we're going to blend that in. Of course, trying to avoid removing the pink on the inner corner, but it's getting as close to the lower lash line as possible. It's so hard to blend and look nice. Like, I just want to be all up in the camera, but I can't. All up in the camera, all up in the mirror, honestly. Okay, concealer on. Gonna move straight onto powder. I'm gonna take my Revolution, I Heart Revolution Chocolate Banana Powder. I haven't used this in ages either. I'm gonna take that on my sponge and just press that underneath my eye. Gonna do a little baking today. I mean, why not? I haven't used this powder in so long. I forgot how flawless it is. So I'm just taking this NYX pink pencil and running it along my lower lash line. So before we do bronzer and all of that stuff, I'm going to pop some lashes on. I actually have these lashes from Eyelaw X the Plastic Boy. These are drugstore. They're Bad and Boujee, and I think they're sold in Boots here in the UK. Look fantastic worldwide, I think. So yeah, I'm going to pop these on and I'll be back. Okay, so lashes are on. Let's go ahead and move on to bronzer. So I've actually pulled out my sleek bronzer in the shade Diam, which looks like this. It is a little bit of a shimmery bronzer and it is a little bit dark, so I have to like go very sparingly. You see how dark that is? So I'm just gonna dust this across my forehead and also my cheeks. I do really love this bronzer. I find myself reaching for it quite a bit. I'm gonna drag whatever's left on my brush down my nose to just give it a little bit of shape. Now for blushes, if you're after cheap, affordable, cheap and cheerful blushes, Technique do amazing ones. They have shimmer blushes. My favorite one in the shimmer is called Indian Summer. It's this gorgeous orange. And then they also have a matte version of the same blusher. And this one is in the shade Koi, which is this gorgeous red orange coral. Yeah, so they also have this one which is called Kitten, and it's more of a pinky tone. So I'm going to take this one today. Gorgeous. Yeah, really nice blushes from Technique. So what I'm going to do is set my face. I'm going to take my Maybelline Lasting Fix setting spray. Okay, so I'm going to do a beauty mark to cover this gigantic spot that I have. And also a couple others dotted around. Now let's go ahead and finish off with lips. So I've got these new lip glosses from Maybelline, and I've heard from TikTok that these are meant to be dupes for the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bombs. So I have these 3 shades here. This kind of pinky toned one, I think is going to come out clear anyway, but first let me line my lips. I'm going to take the Sleek Lip Click. It's like a lipstick in a pen, but I do like this color as a lip liner, so I'm just going to use that to define the lips. Gorgeous. And then I'm going to take this Revolution lipstick in Val, which is kind of like this brownie nude. That lip combo is delicious. As you guys can tell, I absolutely love this lipstick. And then we're going to take the Maybelline gloss, and this is in the shade Ice. Oh, oh, that smells delicious. I'm just going to use this to top the lip. I don't know how people worked out that it's a dupe for Fenty, because it just feels like a normal lip gloss. It smells really nice and sweet, and it's not sticky as well. So yeah, nice formula. Looks amazing and glossy on the lips, so definitely can't complain. Really nice. And yeah, that is basically it for the look, guys. So what do we think? I can't be bothered to change today, to be honest. I'm just gonna stay in my robe. It's not like I have anywhere to go, but I do have plans for this weekend, honey. Me and Bae have booked a hotel because, you know, things are slightly opening back up here in the UK, and my mum has the kids, so yeah, we booked a hotel. We've actually got a escape room game booked for Sunday, so that should be fun. Yeah, this weekend is looking pretty good, but for now, nothing to do, nowhere to go, you know, the usual. So yeah, that is it for today's video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this drugstore get ready with me. Like, look at this face. You would never be able to tell that this is a full face of drugstore. Like, drugstore's not like how it used to be way back in the days. Drugstore have upped their games. Product quality, price point is still amazing. I mean, it's not like £1 or £2 anymore, more £5 or £6 or £7, but you get quality products compared to like high-end products, which are like 20-30 pounds. You can save a lot in the drugstore but still get an amazing, you know, quality makeup. Oh, my eye is starting to water and it's breaking up the pink on my inner corner. But anyway, that is it for today's video, guys. Make sure you go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Make sure you're subscribed to my channel so you don't miss my next upload, which should be on Sunday. So yeah, make sure you are here and I'll see you then. Take care. Bye.